born. My older son was born in Germany. So then they said, because they live in the tents. You see, they don't have place where to put so many Jews.
But even though there was
So
pressure,
that's what so she said. Till we actually were almost the last ones to liquidate the camp. Not just in Ulm, then we went to another camp because in Ulm
Okay,
they liquidated already.
let's just talk about Ulm.
That's it.
So there was only pressure at the beginning.
They did, yeah, they did. They did want us to go to Israel, and everybody was meant to go to Israel. And then the people started writing from there. It's so difficult with apartment, and they cannot absorb that many people.
Okay.
So as a matter of fact, Clara was in Israel.
I know.
And that's
Some people want,
that was the time when everybody went to Israel. Exactly.
but
But we went. They were writing. Absolutely, she wrote to my husband. No matter, stay there because they don't have place where to put, literally where to put you with a baby. And then we had a baby. 10 months later, I had a baby. He should be well. With a baby, you see,
now, when you look back today, were a lot of the people that you knew in Ulm, did they stay friendly with you after you came to America?
yes. And
And
they
if-
helped out each other. It's still this day, the Greenie, you see, we were such a close knit, literally like the family. That's it. That's what it was, family. That's it. You made a simcha. You made the business. This one went to do this, and this one went to do that, and one pulled out the other one. Julius started to go to learn how to drive. My husband. It was not family. It was closer than family. Closer than family. And no envy. Nobody envied anybody. If this one had and this one didn't. No. Till this day, we have people cannot associate. They're multimillionaires, but that doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
No.
Now, a couple of more questions about Ulm. The black market stuff was going on in the camp and outside the camp.
Yeah.
Did the people who served as like the Jewish police try to help keep?
They looked away.
Ye-
Wasn't.
were they-
This wasn't their job.
Were they trying to help you so you wouldn't get in trouble?
They actually, they didn't have to. Somehow nobody. You see, it was right away after the war, and the Germans didn't look for to start with Jewish people trouble because they had already their name is already sealed. That's it. And one among the other, no. It was just a couple of them. A couple of them actually was the strong man. They were. You see, they if somebody, so you had to give them some money not to say anything. You said to look away, but nothing. Mostly were very, very helpful. It somehow it was like supposed to be like that. You didn't ask for much. That's it. So that's good.
Would you say that most of the if you had to say something about the survivors in Ulm, would you say they were looking forward to life, rebuilding life, had a positive attitude, were relaxed?
Mostly a positive attitude. Otherwise, we wouldn't come to nothing. You have to look forward. This was past. It's past. You have the nightmares, but that's it. The only thing is, so you actually helped out each other. That's it. And the same thing going, even on the boat, we helped out each other.
Did you see depressed people at Ulm?
Excuse me?
Were there people who were very depressed?
No, I don't think so. No. Especially young people. You didn't have too many old people. Mostly young people. So just to escape this, no matter where they put us, it was heaven. Compared that we were war, that was no problem. No problem.
Were there a lot of marriages?
It was sure. Ulka was married. They too, all in this age. Sure. Yeah.
How about babies? Were there a lot of babies
They
born?
did, yeah. To be sure, we went to the movies. So
No, babies.
babies, not too many.
When there was a bris,
A bris, it was beautiful. So you made a bris like here, a party, and that's it. We made a fluten. I don't know, you're not familiar because
I know what a fluten is.
Because you're from, you're
No,
from,
I know what a
and we made all the goodies. We got some honey. Sure, absolutely, absolutely.
What did it feel like to have a bris? Was it special to have?
Actually, the bris wasn't in Ulm. The bris was in Gabazay because when after we left Ulm, we had to go to Gabazay, also a camp.
Yes.
Also
All right, well,
at the P camp. Yeah.
let me
we already-
just finish
we
out.
finished with
What,
Ulm.
was there a hospital in Ulm?
Yeah, it was a hospital. It was in town. Ulm was a hospital, and wherever I used to go, as a matter of fact, my younger brother, they took out the tonsils in Ulm.
In the town, though.
Yeah, not in camp. We had to go out of the camp. This was restricted. The camp wasn't closed. We could go out in and
Oh,
out.
okay.
It was,
Did you go? Were there services in the DP camp? Jewish services, Jewish holidays.
absolutely, absolutely. Friday, gewend schlecht in der Schule, they made a Schule, sie mir nach Hause mit gedauert, absolutely.
And
Normal, back to normal.
did what did it
Just crowded, but normal.
what did it feel like to have the holidays in Ulm?
It was beautiful. Everybody was crying that whoever we lost, it's not there. But otherwise, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Everybody dressed in better clothes, whatever we had, of course. And we danced, absolutely. We danced, and it was the wedding was normal, a wedding like an American wedding.
Was there anything for education for anybody?
Yeah, the education, sure. The kids started going to school for the kids.
And was Ort,
With work, mostly work. Yeah, I worked there. I worked all the time.
but Ort was trying to run some training programs?
It's not exactly, I would say, training. No. They just made for the military the scarves and the other thing. You know, the MP, the what do you call it? The police, the American police. What were the? So for them, they wore such a long scarf, so we were made. So then they made some clothes. I don't know for whom actually they made also. This was from the joint, from the owner. They actually arranged those shops, and we went to the younger people went to work there. And on the way home, so we worked. That's a Friday. I'm going to work, so I prepared the food for Shabbos, and I made the chali, and I took it to the on the way to work. I took it to the baker, and I left it there. And on the way home, I took the challah home, and we paid them. I don't know with what, with money, probably with marks or the. Yet it was almost a normal life. Almost, not exactly, almost.
I asked you this before. When did you feel free?
Free?
Free.
Free. The nightmares consisted.
No. You still
Free.
have nightmare. Just free from the Holocaust.
Free from the Holocaust. To tell you the truth, never.
Okay. Free from the Germans. Free from worrying about whether you're going to die.
That's right. Once we were there already, after the liberation, when we were there already, even Ulm, so we felt free. It wasn't that like the anxieties that this was the package from way back, but over there we were safe. We really felt safe. It was no problem.
Okay. Did there come a time that you can remember?
Are you gonna make sense of this? What I'm bad?
You're doing so great.
Please.
Was there a point that you went from knowing you were trying to survive a war to knowing you were going to rebuild your life?
Did I know what?
Was there a time where you went from knowing you were surviving a war to knowing you were actually going to rebuild your life? Was it when you met your husband that you knew?
No, I knew when I came and I met my father and then my brother, my younger brother.
You knew then.
That's it. I didn't need anything more. That was my foundation, really my foundation. This I stepped down and I saw my father, my brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you were very lucky that they were alive. You were very blessed.
Oh, that's what I said. We were the richest people in town, literally. Absolutely.
Now, when did you leave Ulm?
Poland, we left Poland, I did say, when did we leave Poland?
No, Ulm.
Ulm we left also in end of 1944 actually.
No, has to be 46.
For the beginning of 45, the middle of 45, because we went, after the longest time we were in Ulm, this was the P camp in Ulm. Then we went to Gabazay,
Now, what made you go to Garrison?
because they closed, they needed a place there.
Okay, so
So we had to evacuate.
liquidated
Exactly.
Ulm.
We were dispossessed again.
So they moved everybody from Ulm to Garrison.
Yeah, and whoever had papers to go to America, whatever, they have family there. But we had to go. Everybody went there, almost everybody. It's not like you stand with a gun until you have to go there because you didn't have where to live.
Okay.
So from there, the Joint and the UNRWA, they took us there. So we were in Gabazay. We were also like a year, not a year, but till the beginning of, we came to the States in 1955, in 1955, March the 13th, I think.
How long do you think you were in Garrison?
In Gabazay we didn't live too long, maybe a half a year, that's it. And then we got all the papers. And then I was pregnant and I got the baby.
Well, let's talk about Garrison. Tell me, I'm going to be asking you the same questions. What was your apartment, your housing like in Garrison?
The apartment was already better. That we just the smaller rooms there, but we lived in one apartment. We had one room. So my family, we all lived in the same room. And in my in-laws lived also in not too far from us, in a different room. My father with my brother, we lived in the same room.
So it was not barracks.
It was no barrack. It was private. Over there, this was actually also a camp. This was a camp from retarded. You know, the Germans they liquidated the retarded people. So this was a camp from the retarded there. It was like, it doesn't look like a camp, it looks like private houses, let's say a 10-family house or whatever, you know, on 2 flights, that's it. But this was it was very, very concealed. You couldn't see anything till you got there. It's like a side street. They shouldn't see it, and this was probably for them because they actually over there they had a big cemetery. They killed the retarded people, the Germans, their people. So because they were retarded, so they
Okay.
so we were so then they have place for us there, and over there we didn't live too long. We stayed till I had my baby. He should
Okay.
be well.
Now I'm going to ask you some same questions. Did you also get the food the same way?
The same way, the same thing. Yeah,
And same Jewish committee
the
ran?
the same thing, exactly the same thing.
Did Garrison was near what town?
Gabave, not too far from Munich.
So were people trying to do black market in Munich?
Yeah, so they did, absolutely. They went with by bus, and they went there, and they should be well. They somehow, if it's just you didn't get shot, so somehow you managed. Somehow you did manage. Yeah, you made it. It was no problem. It was no problem.
So
the same.
do you need to get that?
Just 1 second. It's going to take a second.